Alright, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Body Fitness, bitches. Rise and shine, rise and shine. It ain't morning time, it's boot camp time. So I'm gonna give you my calories and my exercise prescription for challenging type 2 muscle fiber. So just logging in today to share with you my results for building muscle mass. So as an ectomorph, Hard Gainer Academy, how you build muscle, how to gain weight. That's number one. How do you gain weight for skinny guys? So if you're slim, trying to win, trying to bulk up, this is the channel. So number one you need to do is consume enough calories. You could do the best workout in the world, and if you don't consume enough calories, you will not gain weight. So I don't care if you do the best hypertrophic exercise routine for building mass, or you're doing max strength training, or even whatever training you're doing. You gotta consume calories. The question is, how many calories do you need? Let me know what you think in the comments. Shout out where you're from. Alright, so check it out. You wanna take your body weight, times it by 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20. Whatever the answer is, that's how many calories you need to gain weight. And that's my secret technique. It's called the calorie per pound method. And let me just double check my mic. Yep, you can see me here, you can hear me here. So you want to do calorie per pound method, and if you take your body weight, I weigh 183 pounds. If I want to do a lean bulk, I stay within times by 16, 17, maybe 18 is okay. Now, if you consume 19, 20, 21, that's more of aggressive bulk. But if you take your body weight, you times it by like 12 to 14, you're only going to maintain your weight. So you got to be careful how much calories you consume. So that's number one. You want to eat, that's what you call eating in a calorie surplus. So that's the key right there. Calorie surplus, and do the calorie per pound method. You guarantee to see a result. And with that said, you want to challenge. The second thing you want to do to gain weight is do hypertrophy workout. When you do your hypertrophic workout, you want to do challenging type A fiber and type B fiber. There's two letters, A and B. You got to do both. So letter A is more hypertrophy, it's 8 to 12 is higher reps. But don't go past 12, because then it reaches into weight loss. So you want to stay within 8 to 12 reps. And then letter B is for max strength. That's supposed to be explosive reps. That's low reps of 3 to 5. Yeah, 1 to 3, 3 to 5 reps to max. It's like powerlifting. But just because you're training like a powerlifter doesn't mean you're going to look like a powerlifter. And just because you're training like a bodybuilder doesn't really mean you're going to look like a bodybuilder. So you can see my physique. I was super skinny. This channel is only for skinny guys. If you're having a difficult time gaining weight, this is your channel, okay? I'm sharing with you my weight gain journey. I was 136 pounds. January 2024. Right now we're in August. So if you do the math, that was about 16 to 18 months ago. I don't know. Now I'm 185. I was 188. As a skinny guy, it's hard to maintain the weight. So I'm going to share with you on this channel, like, how do you gain the weight and kind of keep it. You want to keep it. You just don't want to gain weight and lose it. Because as a hard gainer, no one really has these problems. The world is 65% is overweight or obese. So I'm a personal fitness trainer. I have trained celebrities in the past. I did group fitness training. I got 4 books on Amazon, 2 for weight gain, 2 for weight loss. And right now I work from home full-time as an online trainer. I work a lot of clients on Zoom for both weight loss and weight gain. So if you want to do an exercise program, I do every session for free for the first week, and you can see the value of the training. So this is not bad. Physique, starting off as an ectomorph, because there's 3 somotypes. There's 3 of them. There's a ecto, there's an endo, and there's a meso. What the hell is that? Those are the scientific terms. They actually share those terms in the bodybuilding book, the Encyclopedia of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. You got to get it. Okay, hello everyone. Man, put in the comments where you're from. Where you're from, where you're from, where you're from. Right now, we're live direct NYC, sharing with you the calorie per pound method. Let me know how much you weigh and how much weight you want to gain. I'm going to give you a calculation. Let me know how much you weigh. And let me know how many calories you need. Any questions pertaining to gaining weight, I'm here to help. So this is Weight Gain Academy, Hard Gainer Academy, Prison Bodybuilding. Yeah, 576 pounds. Oh my God. Man, you must be like a whale. My God. That's crazy. Shit, man. Okay, I'm 60K. Okay, I gotta do the math. Because right now in NYC, we do, the pounds. So I'm gonna look it up on the internet here. I'm gonna do it for you, man. All right, so let's Google the shit. We're gonna do 60K, 60 kgs. You can see I have my laptop here. I'm gonna do the math. 60 kgs in pounds. Okay, you're 132 pounds. How much weight do you want to be? And have you tried gaining weight before? Like, have you tried any exercise prescription from a trainer? Have you tried, because the number one thing, and you probably heard it already, but I gotta just share this anyway, because this is what's been working for me. You gotta count your calories, and you gotta be consistent with your calories. So you want to do the calorie per pound method. That's the number one thing that's the most important. It's most important than the actual exercise. So you could work out very little and still build some good quality muscle just by doing the calorie per pound method. So yeah, 60 kgs is 132 pounds. So the calorie per pound method works like this. So I'm gonna do my first example for me. I weigh 185. If I want to do a lean bulk, I take my body weight, 185, and I times it by 16. So same thing for you. If you're 132 pounds right now, take that, times it by 16 for a lean bulk. If you want an aggressive bulk, you do 18 to 20. Now the sweet number is if you could get up to 20, oh my God, you're going to gain 2 pounds in a week. That's guaranteed. I've done the body weight times 20, and I've gained 2 pounds in 1 week. And the trick is, what I do is I drink 1,000-calorie shake in the morning and 1,000-calorie shake at night, and I have one big meal in the afternoon. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Now let's do the math for you. If you're 132, let's do the math here. 132 times 16. That gives me 132 times 16 is 2,112 calories. So if you don't consume that, you would not gain weight. I could give you the best exercise prescription for weight gain. You're not going to gain weight if you intake this. So I did 132 times 16. Now that's on the low end. Even when that's a little tricky, you know why? With the 16, here's my beef with the 16, right? That's for a lean bulk. And if you go under that, you're just maintaining your weight. So you're not going to really gain the weight. Especially us, we're hard gainers. So as a hard gainer, it's very difficult to gain the weight in the first place because we got a super duper fast metabolism. So we got to kill that noise. How we kill the noise? We got to consume the right kind of food. So fiber, complex carbs, kills the metabolism to slow it down a little bit. Casein protein, there's whey protein, there's soy protein, there's whey, soy, and casein. Those are the three. So those three are very effective. Soy protein I've been taking, and it's more plant-based, it's more nutrient dense, like the absorption is more better quality. Whey protein is good for after workout because it's fast absorbing. Now the casein is slow release protein. It feeds your muscles for a long period of time. So it shut your metabolism up. So this is something that's very, very helpful if you're a hard gainer, is having a casein protein because we have a fast metabolism, it feeds our muscle for 12 hours. Yeah, look it up. Casein protein. Casein. Casein protein. It feeds your muscles for 8 to 12 hours. So if you're like working all day, if you're going to school and it's a very difficult time, like consuming calories, casein will slow the metabolism down. It'll feed the muscles nutrients for a long period of time. So that's very effective. That's very effective. So if I was you, Kitty, take your body weight, 132 pounds, times it by 16, that's 212 calories. You're going to get about 0.5 to 1 pound in a week. Now, if you really want to gain the weight, if you're really serious, this is kind of tough because we're not really eaters, but if you can have 2 protein shakes like me, a big protein shake, 1,000 calorie shake in the morning, 1,000 calorie shake at night, right? You're going to get your 2,000 calories right there. And you still need 112, so you can have whatever you want to eat in the afternoon. And you got your easy, that's easy money right there. Now, if you want the money in the bank, take your body weight 132, times it by the max, times 20. Ooh, that's an aggressive bulk. Don't worry if you feel like you're gonna get fat around the midsection. We're skinny guys. We have fast metabolism. We'll burn it quick, so don't worry about that. If you're endomorph, you're fat, you're overweight, this advice is not for you. You're a mesomorph, this advice not for you. You know, this is for hard gainers. So, but if you want to do an aggressive bulk, I've done aggressive bulk, kind of doing it right now still. Take your body weight, 132 times 20. That gives me 2,640. So you might be thinking like, oh my God, how I'm going to consume that many calories? Easy. Drink 2,000 calorie shakes a day, right? 1,000 in the morning, 1,000 at night. That's 2,000. And then, right, I times your body weight by 20 here. That gives me 2,640. So you still need 640 calories. Now, guess what I do? I get the name brand of the white rice. I have white rice, but the Pacific name brand is Carolina rice. A lot of Puerto Ricans use it. So, Carolina rice, 1 cup is like almost 700 calories. And guess what? If you add it with beans, it's considered a complete source of protein. So, if you eat 1,000 calories in 1 serving, and if you're a hard gainer, that's actually really good if you're a hard gainer because you're going to gain the weight and all you got to do now is work out to transfer that energy, that food, the nutrients you took in, and transform it to muscle. So that's the key right there. And any questions about gaining weight, you let me know. I'm here to help. So remember the 2 things, very important. Do the calorie per pound method, number 1. Number 2, when you work out, your exercise prescription. Hey, don't feel bad. You eat McDonald's every day. Hey, me too. Not every day, but occasionally. Now, if you don't believe me, voila. I just had me a double cheeseburger, 4-piece nuggets, and a soda. That 1 meal was about 1,000. So I've been tracking my calories as well. So I have my calories. You weigh 580 pounds. You weigh 100. I mean, I would not do bulking if that much because remember, you want to get checked by a doctor first to validate any type of program. So I would focus on a cutting phase. Now, if you want to cut, I would do your body weight and times it by 10 to 12. If you want to do an aggressive cut, you times your body weight by 7. But by 7, you lose some muscle. You actually lose a lot of muscle. But you also lose a lot of weight. So I've done that when I'm cutting. But I don't recommend it because you lose a lot of muscle. So if I was to do a cut right now, I'll take my body weight. I'm going to do the math. I weigh 185. My weight's been fluctuating 183, 185. Let's just say 185. Times by 7, that's the low end of the bulk. You don't go under 7. Times it by 7, that's 1,295 calories per day. I guarantee if I do that for the whole week, I'm going to lose 2 pounds easy and a lot of muscle. It'll be, whoa. And we have a fast metabolism as a hard gainer. You're going to see like, wow, transformation in 7 days. If you gain 5 pounds today, then it all depends on your goal, you know, on what you're eating. So I hope, are you working out? I hope you're working out and you're transferring that food. Food is energy. So you take that food and then you turn it into muscle, baby. Yeah, this is Hard Gainer Academy right here for muscles. Right? Skinny guy, you're slim, you're trying to win, trying to bulk up. Now here's my chart here. There's my chart, okay? Calorie, weight gain projection, okay? Right, this is when I started. This was from August 1st. I was 180. Right now I'm about this weight here. Okay, but it tells all the calories I gotta consume. So that's very essential that you track your calories. I got it written on my wall here. This way it holds me accountable on what I gotta do. And now the exercise prescription, I'm doing a prison bodybuilding method that I did when I was locked up when I was 24 years old. 22 to 24 years old. So with this method, hey, so if you're trying to monkey chunk, so if you're trying to lose, you should do your body weight and times it by 7. And then download the free fitness app, MyFitnessPal. That's not my app, but that's the track that a lot of the fitness professionals use and a lot of athletes and bodybuilders that go on stage. It's free. So you download the app, MyFitnessPal, and you type in your current weight and your goal weight. It's going to give you the exact calories you need to consume per day to lose 1 or 2 pounds in a week. But if you're really serious about cutting down, I would take your body weight, times it by 7. Whatever the answer is. So if you weigh 580, let's do the math. 580 times 7. That's for an aggressive cut. Okay, it's giving me like 4,000 calories. But you want to validate this with your doctor. So let me know how much you weigh, and I can give you the calorie per pound method of how many calories you need to lose or cut. Because I've done a men's physique competition, and I did my first and only competition. Came in 4th place. I actually won a trophy versus about 30 other competitors. And this was my, I think this was back in 2018. And I don't think I'll do that again. But, yeah, so here's my book, Prison Bodybuilding, 5 Sets of 5 Method. It's on Amazon. And I got volume 2. And also for weight loss, okay, on Amazon. All right, so a lot of services I provide. And if you're interested in losing weight or even gaining weight, even though this is a gain weight channel, I get some people here that actually want to do a cutting phase. Okay, you can email me at josephthebody@gmail.com, and we'll book a free session on Zoom, one-on-one. We'll do a 10 or 20-minute workout, and we'll do the exercise right here. Here's my banner. I have the same banner in the background, and we could do, push-ups, squats, and I'll give you the acute variables. So that's the most important thing with the exercise prescription is the reps, how many sets you do, the rest period, even the tempo of the rep, the tempo, the speed of the rep. There's an advanced method, not really advanced, but it's a philosophy. It's called TUT, T-U-T. It's time under tension. So for example, if I'm doing a chest press, a lot of people just start, they go fast. You want to do time under tension with good quality. The first phase of exercise is stabilization. That's according to NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine. And when you do the chest press, you want to go down, not slow, very slow. Think 4 seconds down and then 2 seconds up. So going back is called the negative. You're deloading down slow. You're eccentric loading. So you build mind muscle connection, and you build neuromuscular efficiency. Once you build that neuromuscular efficiency, because remember, the muscle got to communicate to the brain and vice versa. So you got to do that time under tension, slow, controlled, and then when you build that muscle smarts, that muscle quality, then you can advance to the next phase, which is strength endurance. And then after strength endurance, then comes the hypertrophy phase, hypertrophy. That's for building mass. And once you graduate from that, then there's max strength training, which is powerlifting. So you want to go through the phases one at a time. You don't want to jump from one phase to the next. That's how we get injured, because every phase, the demand, the intensity that you apply on the body gets a little bit more heavier. So that's called progressive overload. So any questions about that, you let me know. But that's the exercise prescription. Those are the acute variables. Very, very important. There's 3 muscle contractions. There's concentric, eccentric, and isometric. Concentric is the positive. Eccentric is the negative. We just went over that one. And then there's the time under tension, isometric, where you're holding a static hold. You're holding for 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds, holding long as you can till the muscles fatigue. So that's what you want to do for the exercise prescription. But most importantly, if you're logging in right now, this is the most important. If you're a skinny guy, you're trying to win, you're trying to bulk, you got to do that calorie per pound method. Oh, so what's your bench max? Well, right now, back in the day, I used to do 225, and I did that at 150 pounds. Now I'm 185 pounds, and I'm writing the math down here. I'll show you my chart. I'm doing something called 5 sets of 5, and right now, barbell chest press, I'm at 185 doing 5 reps. So I'm doing 185 for 5 reps. So that's impressive. 599 bench press. That's very impressive. Hey man, we should do a chest press challenge. And what we could do with the chest press challenge is record it and load it up on YouTube and let the best man win. Hey, the winner gets a free week of exercise. Yeah. Yeah, barbell chest. I do 5 sets of 5. Every week I've been going up by 2.5s. So I'm at 185 right now, and next week I'm going to do 190 pounds for 5 reps. So if I could do a projection on the 1 rep max conversion, if I could do 185 for 5, that means for 190 I could do about 3 reps. 195 I could do 2 reps. My 1 rep max should be anywhere from 205 to 208 pounds. Maybe 210, but I would have to do a strength test. So, because you called it out, I think this week I'll do just that. Tomorrow morning, go to the yard, because I got a nice power rack out in the yard, like prison style workout. 1 rep max conversion will do it. Yeah. And then here's a technique, right? So Nick if you know your 1 rep max, you times that by 75% demand on the body. Whatever the answer is the starting intensity for hypertrophy. If you do anything below 75%, it's considered to be for weight loss, especially if you're within 60 to 65% of your 1 rep max. Because it goes by percentages. The exercise prescription is very valuable, very useful. You just want to make sure you're in the right type of demand on the body. So if you're 270, Nick, oh, write down your goal. Are you trying to lose weight, like cut up, get stronger, or build mass? Like, what is your goal? So if you're 270, the weight, let me get my calculator here. Yeah, your bench max, right? Let's get the calculator out. Now, Nick, here's a prison bodybuilding workout for you, Nick. If your max is 270, I will find out what your 5 rep max is, and then do that for 5 reps for 4 weeks. And then that 270, that 1 rep max for 270 will go skyrocket. But now that you know, okay, 235. 235 is your 1 rep max for chest press. 235. You want to times that starting intensity to challenge type 2 muscle fiber for hypertrophy, type 2 muscle, because it's type 1 fiber and it's type 2. Type 1 is weight loss. You don't want to do that. That's anything under 70%. You want to do 75% is the sweet spot for hypertrophy. So you take your 1 rep max, 235, multiply that by 0.75, okay, equals 176 pounds on the chest press. You want to master that for 8 to 12 reps. 8 to 12 reps at 176 pounds. Doesn't have to be a perfect 176. You do 175. So do that for 8 to 12. Rest 90 seconds to 2 minutes for 4 sets. And then you're going to get stronger and bigger because you're challenging type 2 muscle fiber. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, if you could do 235 for 5 reps, no, that's very good. So how about this? Every week you progress 2.5 pounds on each side for every week. So week 1, do 5 sets for 5 reps. You want to rest 3 minutes in between, 3 to 5 minutes. Like first set, you rest 3 minutes. Second set, rest 3 minutes. Third set, rest 4 minutes. Or even up to 5. And then on the 5th set, you do your 5 reps on 235. Okay, that's week 1. Now, Nick, week 2, you want to go up to 240. Do the same thing. Week 3, 245. Next week after that, week 4, 250, and so on. Do that to the end of the year. Now, you only go up in the weight if you get a good 5 reps for the whole entire 5 sets. If you're not getting the whole 5, you want to decrease the weight or stay with the same weight. So keep practicing 5 sets of 5. Now, guess what? I got a free giveaway for that book. The link, I'll put it in the description, is actually up on my... The free book is on Amazon. So if you look up Prison Bodybuilding 5 Sets 5, I'll show you here on my brochure. Okay, this was me in my men's physique competition. At the top 5, I came in 4th place, my first and only and last one. And this is the book I'm talking about. It's on Amazon. 5 Sets of 5, Prison Bodybuilding. It's free. It's free, a free PDF. Download it to your iBooks. Download it to your Kindle format. Free book on the exercise prescription on how to bulk up. Prison Bodybuilding by me, Joseph the Body. So, yeah, if you want to compete one day, I could train you for that one. All right, so very challenging, but not impossible. Right now, my mindset, I wouldn't do it again, but maybe in the long run. So it was great talking to everybody. Make sure you download the book. Make sure, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Joe the Body. You have a great, great night, everybody. Any questions before I go? Okay, we're going to log out of here in 10 more seconds. I hope you have a great, great night and a great, great Labor Day weekend. Peace out, everybody. Big salute. Big thumbs up. I hope this gave you a lot of value, so make sure you subscribe. Smash that. Thank you, Nick. Big salute. Good night.